a month. So
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I just clicked the record button. So
Oh,
it is, yeah. So if people, I don't know if everybody can make this meeting necessarily. So I'm just going to record it and then I'll throw it on YouTube later, just so if people miss the meeting, at least they
right.
can see what's going on. So yeah, because we have to be done by 7, because then I am talking to our raffle ticket team after this, and then the silent auction team after that. So
Oh, gosh.
it's
Oh,
good.
separately. That's good. I
Yeah.
just texted her to see that she can join from her browser if she's at home on a computer
Okay.
instead of, yeah, because I
Okay.
did post the browser. I like to
Yeah.
do it from the browser here at home,
All right.
not on a
Excellent.
little.
All right. Claire, welcome. Glad you're here. Awesome. Well, I know on this team, sorry, I'm going to be flipping back and forth through the 8,000 screens that I've got open on my laptop right now. I want to say we've got a team of probably 6 people who are going to be doing greeting. Um, and so this is the third year that I've been, well, second year that I've run Coffee and Corks, the third year that I've had a pretty key role in it. But I've always noticed that like training volunteers always feels like it happens like the 5 minutes before the event, and that's not a good place to put anybody. And so I just wanted to do a quick meeting just to give you guys an overview of what it's going to look like, kind of what's going to be asked for you. And then after this meeting is over, I'm going to email you a couple documents so you can kind of physically see where we're going to be. I'm trying to figure out how I can share this part of my screen, but to be honest, I feel very old saying I haven't used Zoom that often. Like I've used
Yeah.
Zoom plenty because of COVID and whatever, but like running meetings and sharing things, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But I just want to walk you guys through it, and then if you have any questions, you can ask that. And then after the meeting, I'll send you kind of the layout of what the room looks like, as well as whatever else is going on. So the first thing that I want to address, and I was just talking with Marion about it, is transportation is going to be an issue. Parking is a massive issue, and so if it is at all possible, if you guys would be able to park at our Coffee Oasis cafe or shelter, or even the surrounding streets, that would be super helpful. And then we've got a couple Ford Transit vans that we're going to use to shuttle you guys down to the venue, and so that shuttle is going to be leaving at 4:10. And so I don't know work wise what you guys are able to do, not do. If you can't catch the shuttle, it's not the end of the world. You can park down there, but we've got limited parking for 400 guests. So to have another 60 volunteers parking down there makes it hard. And so that shuttle, yeah, we'll leave at 4:10. Yeah, so that's that. So then on to kind of what you guys are going to be doing. And actually, your role has even gotten more important because again, I was just telling Marion that the venue, the Fossil Waterway Seaport, they're doing construction at the front entrance, like on their ramp, their ADA ramp. They had to redo it. And so we just learned on Friday that we no longer have access to the front of the building, and that people are going to have to like park and then walk down the sidewalk and come around the building and around the back. And so it's going to be even more important that when they finally get there, we've got some smiling faces congratulating them that they found the right place. And then pretty much from there, we'll have some people on the inside, 5 or 6 of you, greeting them, directing them towards the registration tables. We'll have one of you assigned, whoever wants to do it, and you guys can figure this out amongst yourselves. But we'll have one person. Essentially, you're going to be eyes on the registration table. So when a guest is there, you can direct them to the next available registration spot. We're going to have 8 people, but again, with 400 guests, we want to keep that going as quickly as possible. And so if somebody comes in, so we'll have one of you pretty much just keeping an eye on it, just to say like, okay, like we've got the sixth spot, somebody's open there, just so we can keep people moving through. Again, a lot of these people have pre-registered, so it should keep the line moving pretty quickly. And then after they exit registration, they'll kind of go into the main entrance of the room. And again, I'll send you a PDF of what the room is going to look like, and kind of on that there'll be some little green G's, stands for greeter, on there. That'll be you guys, and then we'll have a couple people inside just kind of directing people like, hey, the raffle tickets are over there. You can see where your seats are. And so again, it's just kind of, if people have questions, they come in or they want to know where table so and so is. Again, I'll get you guys a map of all that so you have an idea. But for the most part, people are going to want to go to the bar. They're going to want to find the silent auction. They're going to want to go to the raffle table. And so that'll be all really easy to find once they come in, and you can just be directing them in there. Um, so I'm just looking at my notes to make sure that I've got those things. And again, I apologize for not being more prepared with all the changes with the construction, literally changing the room and flipping the orientation, doing a 180 on that. We're changing a lot of things, but we'll get you guys, make sure that they're prepared. Um, they've got a coat rack, so maybe we can have one person greeting and offering like, hey, we can take your coat here if you want to do that. Yeah, directing people to the next open registration slot, and then directing people in. Yeah, and then it's helping people kind of find where they need to go next. And again, that's directing people to the silent auction. It's directing people over to the bar so they can enjoy it. We'll have waiters with hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that kind of going through. So that should be done, I would say, happy hours from 5 to 6. The program officially starts at 6. And I just ask that you guys kind of hang around until the last of our guests have kind of trickled through registration, kind of come in at that 6 o'clock time. If there's still people in line, you can help guide them in. But at that point, it's just helping point them towards their seats, because once the program starts, we want them in their seats and their tables there. And then once you guys are done, you are welcome to hang out. You can stay for the entire evening if you want to. We have got they've got a really nice conference room. We're going to have it stocked with goodies and snacks and drinks just as a thank you. So you guys are welcome to hang out in there. We'll have the audio of the program going on in there if you want to be able to listen to it, or if you want to hang out in the back of the room, kind of where registration is, and kind of see what happens. You're more than welcome to do that. And in terms of getting out of there, transportation out, you're thinking, well, am I stuck? Like, no, we're going to have shuttles going every half hour. So if it's 6:30, you need to get out of there. We will have a shuttle leaving. Our Coffee Oasis 12 passenger van will be taking people back. At 7, we'll have another shuttle. At 7:30, we'll have another shuttle. And then we're kind of working towards the end of the night. And so at the end of the night, when the program ends, we're going to have the 2 big passenger vans are going to be reserved for our guests to the 2 lots, but we'll still have our Coffee Oasis shuttle that'll take people back to the cafe. That's the heart of what I have to say. What questions do you guys have at this point? Because again, I feel like I'm spitting out a lot of information at you, and I have no idea if I'm even remembering it all with all the changes that are going on. So, what can I help clarify for you guys?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So is it when we get there in the vans that will you assign which thing we're going to do? Whether you look at the registration, you hang up coats, whatever, or are we just going to figure it out among ourselves?
Yeah, great question. I know what I'll do is once we finish this, and again, when I send you the PDF, so it's a document. It'll look like this. It'll
Right.
have little green G's on there, things like that. And so I will send this to you, as well as like kind of like I'll probably put like G1, G2, G3, kind of describing what that position is. And then if you guys want, like, you can just email me back like, hey, I'll do any of them. I'd really prefer this one. And then I'll throw it out there. I'll put together, okay, here's everybody's jobs, go. And we can kind of run from there. So if that works. But yeah,
Yeah.
if there's things that you would really prefer to do, or if there's one that you're like, I really don't want to be the person having the stress of telling them where the next registration spot is, please don't put me there. Okay, cool. Somebody will want to do that. So that's great. So yeah, great question. Other questions? Wow, I know I didn't do that good of a job. That's impossible. So
Oh,
yeah,
oh
Claire's
no.
go.
Does this work? I don't know. Can you hear me?
I
Hi,
can,
Beth.
yes, I can hear you. Is this Betsy?
Yes, it is. So
Hey there.
luckily I could get on. I just got on my phone because I couldn't get on my computer because I don't have Zoom. But
No worries.
so did you say there's a new map now, not the one that originally came out?
Yes, we just learned on Friday that there's construction issues, so we have to send people to the back of the building. So once this meeting ends later tonight, I'm going to send you guys yeah, a new kind of this new layout of what the inside of the building is going to look like, as well as a picture. It's an aerial view of the building showing people where they're going to be walking in, and that's where we will start kind of going from there. So yeah, so I will send that out afterwards, if not tonight, then first thing tomorrow morning, so you guys have an idea of what it looks like in there. But yeah, all sorts of fun changes right here at the last minute being sprung on us. So,
Okay, so we still want to be there by 4:30, right?
yes, yeah. So, and as I was saying before, so we are going to have a parking issue in terms of having everybody there. So,
Right.
if at all possible, we would love for you guys actually to park at our cafe or the shelter or somewhere in the area. And we've rented two vans, two really nice transit vans that are going to shuttle everybody down to the venue, and then we'll later on take you guys back there, just so we can try to save as much parking in the area as possible. So, but that shuttle will leave at 4:10. And again, if that's not a possibility for you, that's okay. But ideally, I'd say, arrive around 4 o'clock to give yourself time to find parking. And then that shuttle will leave from the cafe at approximately 4:10.
Okay, yeah, I forgot what time it was, but yeah,
Okay.
okay. Arriving at 4 o'clock is fine, so.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think that's good. I was there last year, so I think I got
Awesome. Yeah.
it.
We're glad that you're back. So, Claire, what did you want to know?
I would like to confirm it's not a coat check, right? It's just a coat rack. So if you're assigned that
Yes.
role, you can say, "Can I take your coat? Please don't forget it at the end of the night." Like
Yes,
that type of
exactly.
thing,
Yeah,
kind of
we
prompt
are
them.
not giving them a piece of paper saying we're responsible for this. It's just a nice rack that if they have a coat, of course, it's beautiful today. It's supposed to be like raining on Wednesday, of course, because people are gonna have to walk all the way around the building, of course. But like, so people will probably have jackets. But yeah, it'll simply be like, if you'd like to leave your coat here, you're more than welcome to do that. But we are not responsible if you leave it here. And if you leave it, then one of our youth will probably love to have it. Don't say that. But in my mind, that's what I think. But
Mhm.
so
I have
that's good.
a part two.
Yeah,
Other than, where are the restrooms or where am I sitting? Are there any other anticipated questions that greeters typically get that we should like know or prepare for?
that's a great question. And it's a different answer this year than it would have been last year. Have you been to Coffee and Corks before when we were at Historic 1625? Okay, so that was a very different building, a very different setup. Like registration, like you'd walk in the front doors and registration was like at the back of the building. Like it was kind of a nightmare. And so a lot of the greeters there, it was like you're pointing people to where they need to go. This will be relatively easy. Like, the hardest part is like they've got to find the entrance to the building along the back. So we'll have somebody in there kind of pointing them in the right direction. If you've ever been in the Maritime Museum, like they're going to come in one of the side doors and we're actually going to point them through kind of the museum to where the opening is. But that'll be pretty easy to find. So then it's the coat check person if they want to take the coats. It's the person that's telling you about registration, and then from there, I kind of once you get into the room, like, yeah, if people want to know, like, kind of where they're sitting, like, I'm going to try to put two signs where it's like tables 1 through 19 are on this side, tables 20 through 40 are on this side. So we'll try to make it as easy as possible. And again, I will try to have the most updated version for this for all of you so that if they have questions, you can have this on your person and even be able to kind of point it out on that piece of paper. But yeah, in terms of questions to ask, like most of it would probably be answered at the registration table. Like if they had questions about like bidder numbers or I didn't put in a credit card, that's all stuff that our registration table have to take care of. And so if they're asking you that, you can send them right back to registration. So or if there's a silent auction question, go ahead and send them to the silent auction tables because I'm going to have a person with an iPad at each of those set of tables. Like it's an online auction. We've got some people that maybe they're not comfortable using their phone to bid on it. So I've got people with iPads that can bid for them. And so if people want to know, like, well, I don't want to bet on my phone. I don't trust it. Like, okay, like we'll have somebody over there. They can help you do that. So yeah, I think that'll cover most of it. And the question will be, where's the bar? And you'll be able to see it. So that's good. Other
Did,
questions? This is great.
did you say that we can direct them to where the seating is? How do they know where they're supposed to sit? Is that on their name tag or something?
Yes. So once they register this year, we're giving them a little card that says their bidder number and their table number. And so
Okay.
that will make it very easy for them. Yeah. And then just kind of the way that the room is divided, tables 1 through 19 are one side, 20 through 40 are on the other. Again, we'll have some signage out there to direct it. And then we're going to have like little gold placards on each table with a table number on it. So it'll be pretty
Okay.
easy for them to find.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
At least in my brain, it seems pretty easy to find. We'll find out. So,
Okay.
any other questions? Okay, cool. Well, that makes it pretty easy. I love finishing meetings early. I'm sure you do too. So what I will do is after this is over, I'm going to stop recording. So the other people that I think we've got 2 others that are on the team that couldn't make it. So I'll send this to them. I will get you the updated copy of what the layout looks like. I will send you the overhead map so you can see kind of the overhead view of where people will have to walk around. That'll give you an idea of where we will meet to kind of get things going that night and divide people up. And I'm sure and then I also talked about on this thing, talking about like each of the different positions, kind of what they'll be doing. And if you can just email me back with stuff that you would be open to, or specifically if there's something you don't want to do, then just let me know that and we'll go from there. And I think that will do it. So unless you guys have any other questions, we can call it.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Yeah. And again, please feel free to take advantage of our volunteer room. So one of the little gifts that we give all of our guests is we've created a new coffee blend called the Generosity Blend. It's one of our blends, and they've added cinnamon to it. Those are going to be on the tables for all of our guests. I've also had them put together a bunch of extras for all of our volunteers. So those will be in our Bamford break room. So please don't leave without taking one of those, so you can get one of the exclusive bags that nobody else will have before you guys do. So that's a very, very small thank you. But again, we can't pull this off without an incredible team of volunteers. So thank you guys for volunteering. If you have any questions, please text me, email me, call me at any point in time. I will do what I can to get back to you as quickly as I can, given that my head doesn't fall off between now and Wednesday. So yeah, so awesome. Well, thanks, you guys. I'm going to hit the record stop button and we can end the meeting and be good. So,
Yeah.
Thank you.
thanks so much. And yeah,